Weird, fun, and interesting facts about the color yellow. Did you know yellow is one of the oldest colors in art? Some of the first yellow pigments were used over 17,000 years ago in prehistoric cave paintings. Yellow, of course, is generally used in DOT state signs as well as on the roads and schools and stuff like that because yellow is the most visible color to the human eye. In some countries, Japan for example, yellow symbolizes bravery and courage. The color yellow is often used in color therapy. It is believed to stimulate mental processes and encourage communication, thoughtfulness, etc. Did you know that butter was not always yellow? It used to be a white or a pale color, but yellow has since been added in modern times to make it appeal more appetizing for the human to eat. And speaking of eating, one of my favorite things, yellow is often linked to appetite. Many restaurants and food chains use yellow to increase their decor because yellow has been found to make people hungrier and increase cravings. The color yellow was once a sign of royalty. In ancient China, only the emperor was allowed to wear colors of yellow, especially bright golden yellows. While yellow is bright and attention-grabbing, of course, as you know, it is also the color of caution. Yellow is associated with warnings like traffic lights and crosswalks. How about this? Yellow pigments can be toxic. In the 18th century, a pigment called Naples yellow was commonly used very widely. However, it contained lead, making it toxic to artists. The first smiley face logo was yellow. The famous yellow smiley face that we see everywhere today was created by Harvey Ball in 1963 and has now become a global symbol of happiness with that bright yellow smiley face. Yellow can boost memory. Studies suggest that yellow stimulates brain activity and increases the ability to recall information. Yellow is often linked to happiness, cheerfulness, and optimism. However, it has also been found to be possibly linked to anxiety and fear, even jealousy and frustration in some cultures. Not all bees are yellow. Typically, we see bees as the yellow and black colors, but many bees have different shades of green, red, and metallic blues. Did you know that yellow gemstones are often affiliated with wealth? Gems such as sapphire, citrine, and topaz are often associated with prosperity, success, and abundance in various cultures. In nature, yellow is typically a warning color. Many animals and insects, like wasps, frogs, and certain snakes, use yellow as a warning color or potential toxicity to ward off predators. Hey, did you know that studies show that yellow vehicles are statistically safer due to their bright color, especially in low light conditions? They're in fewer accidents. I mentioned previously that yellow is typically associated with wealth, especially in older cultures, and the reason why is because the yellow dye was so expensive and rare that only the wealthiest could afford it. While yellow can be associated with happiness and flourishment, it's also associated with sadness and mourning in some cultures, such as Egypt and Burma. These cultures associate that with death, loss, and mourning. Yellow is one of the favorite colors of the famous artist Vincent van Gogh, and he used it in many of his paintings, especially with those of sunflowers. Did you know that the Yellow River is one of China's most important rivers? Known as the cradle of Chinese civilization, the Yellow River gets its name from the lowest soil that turns the water a yellowish brown color. Did you know that yellow is actually very rare in flags? Out of the world's national flags, only a small percentage of countries have yellow as its predominant color, and those that do often use it to represent sunlight, wealth, or prosperity. Some examples would be Brazil, Colombia, and Sri Lanka. I mentioned that yellow is the easiest color for the human eye to see, but it's also the most fatiguing due to its bright light and overstimulation of the eyes. And since it is easy to see, bugs feel the same way. Yellow flowers are often associated with pollination, trying to attract bugs to come pollinate the flowers that are yellow. The color yellow can often be used by interior designers to open a space and make it feel more warm, especially in rooms or spaces with very little natural light. Yellow is one of the first colors that babies see. Again, yellow is more easily distinguished by infants, making it easier for them to see that color first. The yellow crayon in the Crayola box was originally introduced as one of 8 colors in 1903. They introduced the color called dandelion in 1990, but it was retired in 2017. They had to make room for more shades of colors. Going back to the interior design fact, if a room is yellow, study shows that people will naturally feel warmer even though the temperature in the room is the same temperature as any other colored room. Mind games. Crazy. The yellow rose, or a rose that is yellow, is often associated with friendship. Unlike the red rose associated with romance, the yellow is just a friendship. Did you know that I appreciate you watching this, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Have the best day. Take care.